Today, I'm going to show you 3 dishes. This is the end of the year, and I want to show you something simple, easy, everybody can do at home. Home cooking is best. I'm going to do the bamboo shoot with Conpoy chowder. Conpoy means dry scallop. Let me show you the ingredient, okay? This is dry scallop right here. The dry scallop, you can buy them. They're actually pretty expensive. They're anywhere from $50 to about $250 a pound. The bigger, the more expensive, okay? And what I did is I actually steamed the dry scallop, we call Conpoy, okay? And I steam them and I shred them. I'll show you how to shred them. And then these are the basic ingredients. And then bamboo shoot. Look at this. You can have spring bamboo shoot, winter bamboo shoot. They are bigger, smaller. They are looks like this, and they have very good crunch and a wonderful crunch. Okay. The most important thing is a lot of people don't realize bamboo shoot actually have quite a bit of good healthy benefit. It's very high in protein and carbohydrate, and also fiber, a lot of fiber, some vitamin and minerals, and also they're very low in calorie. And then it may, just say may, studies say it may lower your cholesterol and reduce risk of heart disease. Just maybe, just they believe that would. And also we may lower the blood sugar. You see, if you have high blood sugar, maybe you want to eat a lot of bamboo shoot. But the most important thing is this one, I already boiled it. If you get any fresh bamboo shoot in the market, when you bring it back, you peel it and you boil them. You cut it up and you boil them in water, get rid of some of the natural toxin, okay? They actually have some natural toxin in bamboo shoot. So you boil them, but if you buy them in a can or vacuum pack, this is already boiled for you. This, I bought it, I already boiled, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. So the first thing I'm going to show you is, besides the Conpoy, besides the bamboo shoot, you know why I put this combination together? Because the Conpoy, this is the dry one, this dry one. Very, very strong, very, very tasty. So I steam them. After I steam them, let me show you. I actually break them up. Look at that. I break them up like this, okay? Very simple to break them up. One whole piece, I break them up. Can you see that? Very easy to break them up like this. The XO sauce, restaurant use of XO sauce, they always have to have this Conpoy, okay? Conpoy means dry scallop, okay? And then when this is already, I also, to make it nice and flavorful, I also have some Smithfield ham. This is a piece of Smithfield ham, okay? I have Smithfield ham, I have Conpoy means dry scallop, I have bamboo shoot. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. We're gonna chop this up. This is chop up. This is all chop up, okay? I'm gonna show you how to chop it up. So basically what I do is I thinly slice this. Seesaw. Thinly slice this like this, okay? You see this? Very thin. And then I cut this into very, very thin strips like this, okay? And then, look at that. Look, I'm gonna show you how thin the strip is, okay? This is really thin slices. Look at that. These are thin slices like this. And then I chop this up, okay? I chop this up. We have the bamboo shoot, which I'm going to chop it up. Now this is bamboo shoot. I cut it in pieces like this, okay? You cut it in half, you cut it in a piece like this. And then you can actually, again, you can cut into thread. You have hot and sour soup. You know that they would use this. Look at this. Look how thin I cut this up. Look how thin this is, okay? Very thin slices like this, okay? And then I cut it again. I want to show you, you can either, okay, look at this. Look at every single cut. Of course, when you have sharp knife, you can do it. I'll show you the sharp knife. They're cut into thin slices like this. Look at that, very thin slices. And then I would julienne, shredding, actually shredding, not julienne, shredding. And then after I shredding, all thin slices like this. And then I chop this up. I can actually use this as a shredding for the chowder, but I just chop it up like this, okay? So this will give a very interesting texture contrast to the ganbei, to the dry scallop, okay? And this one is so cute. Look at that. This is really, really young.
These are the different type of bamboo shoot,
Yeah,
right?
this is a different part of bamboo shoot. Some of the bamboo shoot were this big, and this is this one is about this big, and some of them are this big, really huge. Okay, depends on where and what time of the year. And then this one I cut into little thin slices. Look at.
Is the texture a little similar to asparagus?
Yeah, this is very skin. And the good thing about this, when you cut it, it looks so cute. A little round like this, okay? Can you see that?
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so this
it has a little hole inside.
Yeah,
right?
It gives a little different look to it, okay? And then I have the ganbei, which is dry scallop. I have the bamboo shoot. I have the ham, and then I also have minced chicken. Okay, this is minced chicken. This is shredded chicken. So I want to show you. Always remember, after you do this, you cover this up before you put it in the fridge. Okay, so otherwise they dry it up, and also you don't want to let the chicken sit in the room temperature because salmonella. Okay, very important. Okay, now I'm going to bring a little broth. This is the broth, chicken broth, and I bring this to a boil. Okay, about 1.5 to 2 cups away of this broth. Bring it to a boil, and then I marinate this. I marinate this with a tiny bit of salt and cornstarch only. Tiny bit of cornstarch and salt, okay? And tiny bit of sesame seed oil with the minced chicken, okay? As well as the shredded chicken. So that means, I want to tell you is, you can have a choice. You can have a choice of, this is sea salt, okay? Sea salt, and then a tiny bit of pepper, and then I break this out. I like to have white pepper, and this way it does not sting. So this is basically salt, cornstarch, and a tiny bit of sesame seed and pepper, okay? And then tiny bit of pepper, look at that, tiny bit of white pepper right here. Chinese chef like to use white pepper. The reason is because it does not stain the food as much, okay? I also put a tiny bit of pepper right here, okay? And in the meantime, I also put a tiny bit of extra sesame seed over here to get the extra flavor. So you can have minced chicken, or you can have shredded chicken, which is here. So this is the choice is yours, okay? Beautiful. Mince. And then I will show you this dish is so delicious. It's perfect for party. You can make them ahead of time. Bring this to a boil, and then I put the minced chicken right here. This is minced chicken, okay? In order to make it easier to do it, what I do is I put a tiny bit of broth and break this up first, okay? This way they don't get stuck in the middle. So now I already talk about how important it is, how wonderful bamboo shoot is. Actually, talk about bamboo shoot. We did a show called The Taste of Chengdu, the home of the panda. And I actually was feeding the panda. It was so much fun. The little baby panda was chasing me around, okay? Now, this is beautiful. I cooked this. This is, look at that, this is all cooked. Look at that. And then I also have a tiny bit, you can have a choice, either minced or shredded. This is shredded, okay? This is shredded. That means you can have the choice, okay? Look at that. I cook this first, and then I put a tiny bit of, because the bamboo shoots need to be cooked. The ganbei, the dry scallop is already cooked. This will give texture contrast. That's the reason why I use this combination. Very unique contrast. And then ham, chopped ham. That's chopped ham, okay? Ham. This is Smithfield ham, not the lunch ham, okay? And then I also have some ganbei, which is conpoy, which is dry scallop, shredded, okay? So this will give an unbelievable texture contrast and flavor contrast. Then I use a tiny bit more of these. Beautiful. And then it's already cooked. It doesn't take too long to cook, okay? And then when this is all done, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I am going to put this. Let's bring to a boil. And then I chop up some green onion for color contrast. Chop up some green onion. I have green onion here. Look at that. When you do onion, when you do it fast, this is how you do it. You cut this in half, okay? And then you put it all together. And then you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that. Look at how fast you can do it. Look at that. Look at that. Done. Look at that. Amazing. It's already done. And then when it's done, I set it aside like this to garnish it, okay? Can you bring to a boil? And then when it's almost done, this is how you do it, okay? You thicken up with cornstarch, okay? You thicken this chowder up with cornstarch. Now this chowder, most of the time when you go to eat in a regular restaurant to have clam chowder, they're pretty high in calorie because they use cream, they use potato, they use a lot of stuff and thicken it up. And this one, when you thicken it up with cornstarch, it's a lot easier. It's a less filling, okay? And it's, in a true sense, less calorie, okay? Now, she bring to a boil, and then I thicken it up. Look how beautiful. I thicken this up. Look at that. It's almost, look at that. It's very, very
Yeah,
fast.
that looks really good.
Yeah,
Yep.
This is chowder, okay? And then if you want, you can actually have a tiny bit more to make it a little bit, I don't want to make it too thick. You know, when it's too thick, it doesn't look as good, okay? I want it to be just right. So this is how you do it. When you thicken a dish with cornstarch, always with 1 portion or 1.5 portion, 1 portion of cornstarch to about 2 to 3 portions of water. Can you see that? The dry scallop is very dry, and then it's raw.
A little chewy, right? Yeah.
You have to really, it's very chewy. So that's the reason why you have to steam them, you shred them. Can you see this?
Yeah, I can see that. That looks good.
The next thing is, look at that, I'm making a chowder, right? This is less calorie because I do not use any cream and no oil and no flour to do it. And I shut it off, and I thicken it. I shut it off. Look at that. As you can see, it's thickened. And then this egg white, and I move the egg white, go over there. Look at that. Look at how I do it. Look at that. I make
so you turn off the fire first?
Yeah, I turn off the fire. Look at how beautiful the egg flour. The egg flour. Look at that. It's like a flour floating.
Yeah.
But if you don't turn it on, it will be overcooked. And then when I serve this, I'm going to show you how to do it, okay?
I just want to let you guys know this is very, very common in like regular Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
It's very, very popular dish.
Very, very popular. That's the reason why I want to do this. And then I'm going to use this. I am going to use this ladle. Beautiful red ladle like that. And then I want to show you, this is so easy to do, yet it's so popular. And they use crab meat.
Yeah, they use crab meat.
But it's
or
not
put a little donggua.
Yeah. And donggua yong. Okay?
Yeah.
That means winter melon.
Winter melon, yeah.
Look at that, okay? And then when it's done, I want to make it interesting, okay? When it's done, I add this. This is, you don't see this in the restaurant, okay? Because I use the egg white. So what I'm going to do with this, this is what I'm going to do. I use this. I'll put this over here and show you this, how beautiful this is. I have an egg here. I put the egg right here, okay? And then I will sprinkle this green onion on the side, okay? This is so beautiful. Look at that. Can you imagine? And this is the dish that I have made.
Very heartwarming.
Take a look.
For cold winter.
Look how beautiful.
Yeah.
The bamboo shoot and Conpoy give you a totally different texture contrast and flavor contrast and a different color also. Okay, so this is why I like to do this, because this is very, very good. And the egg yolk, when it's done, when you're serving it, you stir this a little bit and they kind of break it up a little bit. Make this Conpoy chowder a lot smoother. That's why I put the egg right in the middle. It also looks nice, okay? I just want to show you, it's also very interesting. I will also introduce something unique, okay? Look at that. I have beef, I have broccoli, I have onion, I have bell pepper, okay? And it's very simple. I cut the onion at an angle like this, an angle 1, and a 2, and a 3. Then this way, you have diamond cut. Look at that. This is diamond cut. It looks nicer, right? You cut it at an angle, it looks like diamond. Look at that. So I put this all together. This is onion. I have bell pepper. And I have bell pepper. I want to show you a bell pepper. Later on, I will show you how to trim a bell pepper, okay? And then I have beef. Now, this is New York cut. You can use Wagyu. You can use regular cut, but New York cut is good, okay? And then I have these. I cut this into chunks like this. I cut it in half, okay? Look at that, okay? And then I go 1, and I go 2, I go 3. I have some pieces are bigger, some pieces are slightly smaller. So this way it looks more interesting. And then I marinate this, okay? I marinate this with a tiny bit of light soy and dark soy. This is dark soy and light soy, okay? And a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, okay? And then a tiny bit of cornstarch. Basic marinade is the same because it helps to seal the juice. And a tiny bit of oil. Right before you cook, you put a tiny bit of oil here, okay? Not much, just about half a teaspoon. And then some of the chefs also like to use a tiny bit of water. If you marinate it overnight or a little bit earlier, it would
to make it softer, right?
Yeah, it make it softer, and also somehow the more moist and more juicy. The reason is the moisture and the oil, it will soak up by the fiber. So when you cook them, you know that when you cook meat, you see steam come out. That means those are moisture from the meat. But if you add a tiny bit of extra oil, extra water into the oil, into the beef, what you lose is some of the moisture and oil that you added on. So you don't lose as much. What makes a piece of meat tough and dry is because you lose the moisture, right? When you lose the moisture, that's what it is, okay? I marinate this ahead of time, and this one, and then also you can cut this up and then steam it up a little bit, and then you garnish it and you put it like this. When you serve it, you serve it like this. Look at that, nice, okay? And then I turn it on. I'll show you how easy it is, and then I will show you the key secret ingredient is XO sauce. And then I put a tiny bit of oil here, put a tiny bit of oil here, okay? Look at that, put a tiny bit of oil here. And then I do cook the beef. Let me show you. Marinate it for about half an hour to 2 hours up to overnight. That goes okay. Now look at that. When this is done, make sure I use very little oil. Since I put a kind of oil to marinate this, look at this. I put only a teaspoon of oil here. Look at that. Very little oil. Okay? Then when you get older, you stay away from salt and oil. Less salt and less oil. Healthy cooking. When this is hot enough, I put this in. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Oh, very nice. Now this is the key of cooking beef or meat. When you put this in, do not turn them around. Allow it to sear the meat and seal the juice first. Okay, look at that. Okay, and then you move them around. You see, look at that. Can you see that? This way, it sears the meat and seals the juice. Nice, look at that. Look at that. Nice,
it turned golden brown. Yeah,
golden brown. Beautiful. Okay, and then I put this onion to give the flavor, and this pepper gives the sweetness and the color. Okay, and then I stir.
Wow.
Oh, look how beautiful. When Uncle Roger was in my kitchen, we were having so much fun. And I mean, he is truly a funny guy. I'm telling you, okay? He went into my koi pond and said, "Can I have this fish?" I said, "Uncle Roger, Conpoy doesn't taste very good. It looks good, but it doesn't taste very good. A lot of bones, right? So anyway, we'll put a tiny bit of, we'll make a sauce, okay? Put a tiny bit of this. Oh, okay? And then put a tiny bit of cornstarch. Put a tiny bit of cornstarch. Thicken this up a little bit. And then this way. Oh, can you see that? It's all thickened. Look at that.
Oh,
look at
that looks so good.
It's really, really fast.
Yeah, I can smell it through the screen.
And then, now look at that. It's just the right amount. And then, the other thing I will do is XO sauce. Homemade. Made by Uncle Yan. Look at
Uncle Martin.
One whole teaspoon right here. Now I'll show you what it is, so okay? Good. You have the sauce, the XO sauce as well as this sauce. You have little broth, little XO sauce, wine, soy sauce, kind of sugar, okay? And then that's all. I want to show you beautiful how wonderful this is.
I love XO sauce.
The XO sauce is very particularly, actually, you know what? Most restaurants make their own XO sauce different.
Is yours spicy?
That they are not, mine is a lot better in a sense, because I use really, really good ingredients. I use a lot of fresh ingredients. When this is done, this XO sauce, okay? And when the XO sauce is done, I will put it right over here. I will definitely send you the recipe, don't worry. Look at how beautiful this is, okay?
Oh, that looks so good.
This dish is very popular in most of the restaurants all over China, Hong Kong, everywhere, because it's a beef, but you use good quality beef. And then when you finish, you should always do it like this.
You said this is New York steak, right?
Yeah, you use New York steak. Look how beautiful this is, okay?
Oh,
and
so colorful.
You go to a typical restaurant when you order XO. This is how you do it, okay?
Right.
I push back, I push this back, I push this back. Look at how nice, okay? Look at that.
Right, yeah, okay? Beautiful.
It's a steamy affair. Look at that, the steam. The next dish, the braised assorted mushroom in a savory vegetarian sauce of the time, okay? Now here, I'll show you the ingredient here. Now, here, I want to show you different kind of mushroom that I use. I have ginger slices, I have shallot slices, I have the fresh shiitake mushroom and dry shiitake mushroom, okay? This is fresh shiitake mushroom, this is dry shiitake mushroom, which I soak it in water, okay? And then when you use them, you get rid of the stem. Look at that. The stem is very fibrous. Get rid of the stem, fibrous, okay? And then you cut it in half. 1, 2, 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. See?
Well, how many type of mushroom you have over here?
I have
like
5
or 6
brown mushroom. Right? I have the oyster mushroom, trumpet. This is beach mushroom, cremini mushroom, shiitake mushroom, oyster mushroom. This is oyster mushroom, and then also the cloud ear. The cloud ear. Look at that cloud ear. I have all. So this is really good. Look at it. Look at how they look like a whole bunch. You can buy them. This is a bean. This is the called the bee mushroom. Okay, bee.
Nice.
Okay, look like a bee. Okay, and then these are all the mushrooms that I'm going to do the stir fry. Okay, very, very simple. And I want to show you how easy it is to do this mushroom. But I want to enhance the flavor. That's why I have shallot. I have sliced shallot. I have tiny bit of ginger slices like this. So I have this to add the flavor. But the flavoring I want to show you. But look at all these mushrooms. You should all eat more mushroom. Though, you know why? Particularly when you are as old as I am. I always tell people I'm old. People always say, "Oh, I watched you when I was young. I grew up watching you." You know what? When you were young, I was also very young. When you grew up, I grew up with you. So we grew up together. Okay. But anyway, thank you so much for those people that watch the Yankin Cook Show. A lot of people don't. The Yankin Cook Show have been on the air the early days with Julia Child and Graham K were the only three daily cooking show on the air. And it has been since 1978. This year has been 46 years. Next year will be 47 years. I hope to reach 50 years, then I will retire.
To compete with On Lok.
Yeah. Okay. Now heat this up. Look at this beautiful frying pan. In fact, this frying pan is designed by my good friend, French Laundry, Thomas Keller. And there's a little thing here.
Oh, do you like to use this type of stainless steel more, or the one that you used before?
But this is amazing because this is once you heat it up, you put it in a literally doesn't stick as much. And also this is really, really sturdy. Okay. And my good friend Chef Keller loved this. And
yeah, I found out this type of like stainless steel pan is actually really good to use. Very good, but particularly this is really it hits up not only here but also here. Whoa, very hot. And then a tiny bit of shallot, you get the flavor out of it. Shallot, and it also heats up and ginger, a lot of ginger. I love ginger. And then I put the mushroom in there. Okay, different kind of mushroom. Look at that. All kind of mushroom I put in here. Look at that, beautiful. I put all kind of mushroom over here. And then this is amazing, okay? The pan is really hot, yes. After you cook for a while,
let me show you how hot this is, okay? Listen, how hot this is, okay?
Ooh, wow, look at all this steam.
Amazing. A lot of people don't realize mushroom actually believed to decrease the risk of cancer for up to almost 40%, and also lower your sodium intake. With 1 cup of mushroom is only about 5 milligrams of sodium, and also supposedly can help to lower your cholesterol. Okay, it's the extern also a lot of fiber. Look how hot this is. Whoa, look at how hot this is.
Look at all the steam, right?
It heats up so amazing. Very, very hot. It makes it so hot. Amazing. I'm going to use a chopstick. I want to show you. I'll show you some other things. Oh, I didn't even cut this up.
I love mushroom mix.
I forgot to cut this up.
You missed one.
I missed one of these. I missed one. Sorry. In life, sometimes you make mistakes. You just admit, sorry, I make a mistake. Okay, look at that. Look at a salted mushroom. The mushroom is also, you know what? Supposedly it protects brain health, and then also it reduces the risk of mild cognitive impairment for almost half. Okay, and it's also wonderful source of a good source of vitamin D and maintain strong bones and stimulate your healthy gut. Also, it is very support your healthy immune system too. So there's a lot of healthy benefits. Okay. Oh, this is good. Now,
this looks so good.
If you
Mixed
want to cook them a little bit longer, all you have to do is.
Guys, it's also very easy to make.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chef Yan recipe is really easy. Everybody can make it.
Easy.
Yeah.
This is good home cooking, okay?
Wow.
Now, seasoning, okay? Tiny bit of oyster sauce, tiny bit of wine. This is not the regular oyster sauce. This is vegetarian oyster sauce. Vegan oyster sauce.
And they also make from mushroom.
With mushroom. Umami. Mushroom is high in umami, dry mushroom. That's why the Chinese, the Japanese, the Korean, they use a lot of mushroom. Mushroom is so healthy. You gotta eat. And this, I use this mixed with water. Okay. This is not oyster mushroom. This is this is a vegetarian dish. Okay. See this? This is it. I put it over here, and then I put a tiny bit. You don't even need sugar because this already have sugar in it. And then if you want, you can put a tiny bit of brown sugar to make it nice and sweet. Or if you don't have this, you can go out to buy vegetable broth. vegetable broth. See that?
Yeah.
So you can find things that are very healthy. If you're vegetarian, you're vegan, you can do it the way.
Well, it would be nice if you put some like a bamboo.
It's Lee, but you can buy them in the supermarket. Vegetarian and the vegetarian
oyster sauce,
vegan oyster sauce.
Yeah,
they call oyster sauce because it looks like oyster sauce. It's also from Lee. Okay, and then when this is done, we will thicken the sauce a little bit. Put the sauce here. Oh, look at that! Beautiful.
A little bit more broth.
Oh, beautiful! Look at that. This is a salted mushroom. Look how beautiful this is. Look at that. Wow. Just enough sauce. You can put it on your pasta, your rice, your noodle, and it's nice and thick like this. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay? And then when it's ready, we serve these right over here. I'm going to show you how beautiful this is. Okay. This is so beautiful.
Did you put some red bell pepper in there?
Yeah, I put a tiny bit to give the little touch of color. And also I have some red bell pepper right here. Look at that. Okay. And then I shut this off. And then I want to show you how beautiful this dish is. A salted mushroom. Okay.
Oh.
Look at that. Beautiful. Look
perfect with a bowl of rice.
Yeah. And well, you can serve over rice or spaghetti or noodle. And then we put this one cap. And then look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at that. You see this?
So is the vegetarian oyster sauce gluten-free? Do you know?
Yeah.
It is? Okay.
Because they don't use a flour to thicken it up. Okay.
I see.
And also and if you want, you touch up last minute, put a few drops of sesame seed on.
I see.
Okay, that's all.
That would enhance the taste.
Yeah. So then, of course, put a tiny bit of green onion on top. And then, basically, you know that most of the dishes that I make, each year, each time, each week, each month, I want to show you ingredients that you have not seen, you have not used before. So these 3 dishes is literally a
this is
complete
perfect.
meal. You know why? Because you got protein, you got a tiny bit of bamboo shoot, you got vegetable, you got meat, you got everything. You serve over noodle, you serve over rice, and then you have it. Okay. So today, once again, Yan can cook with On Lok. On Lok, where Senior and Braised life. And then if you are interested in that, you want to order something, ask for recipe and get my XO sauce recipe, you can make sure you scan this Yan or check log in yancancook.com. And the dishes that I have made is wonderful. Today we have made fresh bamboo shoot with Conpoy with the dry scallop chowder. And then we have beef cubes with XO sauce. And then braised assorted mushroom in a savory vegetarian sauce. And all of these you can make at home. And all of these have ingredients that you probably have never had or you hardly used it before. I want to thank all of you from all around the country, from all over the world, joining me for the Yan Can Cook with On Lok. On Lok is where they take care of thousands and thousands of citizens, senior citizens, so they can embrace life. Okay.
Our next show is going to be on January 9th, 2025. If you want to learn more about On Lok, go to onlok.org. If you want to learn more about our recipe, onlok.org/Yan Can Cook with On Lok.